Yo, this is Alex Mouth of Destiny. I welcome you back to another full body workout intensity day. So we begin with some rack pulls below the knee. That's right, below the knee. And it's in the hack position, so it's behind the back. And the reason why I'm doing this is because for years I could not pull maximum weights because of my hypermobile elbows. The weight would extend 6 inches in front of my body, therefore turning into a stiff leg deadlift. But now behind the back, it just ends up rubbing up against my leg. So I have no leverage difficulties. So now you're seeing my true strength. So I'm working up to weights that are going to be really insane. This is below the knee. So all you guys saying that the only reason why I can lift heavy is because it's above the knee, well, think again. This is 645, not even up there yet, okay? And by the way, I'm listening to some After the Burial. Fucking awesome for getting hyped up, all right? And then this is the peak set, 675 pounds below the knee, below. And the plates are 4.5 inches off the ground. Watch this set. See, that's what I'm talking about. No fucking bullshit. Real weight, all right? No bullshit. So now, like I can probably pull 600 off the floor. That's how amazing the behind the back version is. So that's it for that. Let's move on to some Yates rows. The Yates row is basically done overhand with a very, very high back angle. So I don't want you to confuse this with a barbell row, all right? Obviously, you could use a lot more weight. Like, it doesn't even make sense. So I'm showing you like 365. If I do full range, that's like a 5 rep max. But with the Yates row, I can do 405, which is the peak set. It's just ramping sets. And I should have done even heavier weight. I'm only going to work up to 10 reps. You could see it's really not hard. I should have done like 4.5 or maybe even 5 plates for a triple or something. And I'll do it next week. I'll repeat it for another 2 or 3 weeks. I'm still playing around with the Yates row, but it's fucking awesome, let me tell you. So that's it for the back. Let's move on to the worst part of the workout, the overhead pressing. And I'm not gonna lie, man, my strength has not been good on these. It seems like I screwed up my programming. I've been doing a lot of landmine presses as well as one-arm dumbbell overhead press. And the transference to the OHP off the knees has been zero. There's been zero transference. No matter, even though I've increased my strength tremendously on these lifts, it had zero carryover. So now I gotta go back to the drawing board. You see 205 once again. It's like 3 times at 205. It's fucking piss off. So back to the drawing board. I'm gonna do a lot of Z presses with bands, overhead pressing with bands. I'm gonna go back to my roots because this shit ain't working. The dumbbell press does not work. The landmine press does not work, at least for my anthropometry. So that's it for that. Let's move on to these one-arm dumbbell presses, okay? Which I have gotten tremendously stronger on. I did 100 pounds on my right arm super easily. So this is just a warm-up process. You always gotta warm up, no matter how advanced you are. Biggest sign that you're a noob is if you just decide to go heavy, like without even warming up. That's a big mistake. That's how you get injured. So doing that, slap on a fat grip, the rolling fat grip. It's a 2-inch handle, and decide to do 90 pounds right arm, 90 pounds left. So I've been doing a lot of fat grip overhead presses. You're gonna see it does carry over to the thin handled version, and a lot of strongman competitors have known this for years. They use a lot of axles, you know. So now I'm just gonna do the right arm because my right is stronger. So fat grip, let's do it. I thought I was only gonna do 1 rep. It was easy, so I decided to go for a double. And then I tried a triple, but it was too hard and I didn't feel like grinding. You gotta be careful when you want to grind, okay? So that's pretty cool, man. My lift is 5 pounds below my standard. So now I'm showing you some special arm wrestling exercises, okay? You've never seen this anywhere, I guarantee you, and you're probably looking at me like, what the fuck is this, okay? But this works, okay? It's static holds. Arm wrestlers do a lot of static hold work. Like they'll typically have like a static hold day as well as a volume day. And this is what I'm doing. I'm doing arm wrestling training for bigger forearms. Like I told you guys, I want to get some of the best forearms on YouTube. And the only way to do that is by training like an arm wrestler. So you're going to see a lot more specialized grip training. And of course, I'll be showing you some of these movements in Naturally Enhanced. I got a lot more coming on, at least 40 additional exercises. So this is another arm wrestling exercise. Again, the 2-inch rolling handle, and all you do is your wrist curl. You can do this on the lat pull down machine. In fact, it's probably better, but that's just one example right there. And here's the entire stack, okay, with 1 pulley. So this is equivalent to around 300 pounds in your local gym. And I just said, look, see, it's heavier than me. I do some static holds for the forearms. This is how you build big forearms. Static holds, a lot of wrist flexion. I mean, this is the stuff. Like arm wrestlers are not even the best deadlifters or rack pullers in the world. They don't bench a lot, but they're still strong. And look at my neck. That's a 19-inch neck, okay? 19, it's pretty big, eh? Well, the only reason why I showed you is because I'm going to be doing some weird-ass shit now. I decided to show you the neck portion, you know, because Usually I just show lower back and abs and some shoulder accessory work, but fuck that. I think you're bored of that, right? So let me show you some wrestler bridge variations instead. And keep in mind, I do not recommend this if you are new to neck training. I'll be doing some advanced bridging variations. Even what I'm doing now is relatively advanced for most of you guys, so you have to work up to it, okay? This is the feet on the bench version, which creates even shittier leverages, makes it a lot harder, okay? But this is just an example of what I do for neck training. Obviously, I like to do a lot of straight weight work, you know, harness work, machine work, even free weights in general, but I'm doing bridging at the end of my workout. And tomorrow I'm gonna hit my neck again. I like training the neck. It's the most underrated muscle group of all time. And now here's a really advanced variation. Do not try this. Like, I recommend at least 6 months of neck training before you attempt this. It's the handstand wrestler bridge, okay? You need a very strong neck to do this. You have to be very careful. I'm just doing it because I ran out of my options. I maxed out all the heights for standard bridging. I even did a bridge with like 90 pounds on my chest. So I gotta do what it takes. And this is just one final variation. So that's it for that. I hope you enjoyed this entire workout. My overhead press was shit, my back was awesome, and the neck was pretty cool, as well as the forearms. And there'll be more stuff like this on the way, so hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys next time.